Ashanti, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to talk about publicly, but I feel like I owe it to my fans to be honest. As you all know, Nelly and I have had an on-again, off-again relationship for over a decade. We've been through a lot together, but I truly thought we had finally worked things out and were going to spend the rest of our lives together. Ashanti, a few weeks ago, I found out that Nelly has still been secretly meeting up with his ex-girlfriend, Shantel Jackson. I'm devastated, heartbroken, and honestly, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to trust him again. Ashanti Nelly and I have had an incredibly complicated history. We dated for several years in the early 2000s, but then broke up under messy circumstances. He started seeing Shantel, his longtime friend, not long after. Over the years, Nelly and I would occasionally reconnect, but it never lasted. Ashanti, I really thought this time was different. Nelly and I had been together for over a year, and I was even pregnant with our first child. We had talked about getting married, about spending the rest of our lives together. I was so happy, you guys. I was the happiest I've ever been. Ashanti being with Nelly again felt like coming home. We had this unbreakable bond, this deep love that I truly thought would last forever. When we found out I was pregnant, it was the cherry on top. I was finally getting the family I'd always dreamed of. Ashanti, but then, a few weeks ago, I saw photos of Nelly meeting up with Shantel. They were laughing, they were touching each other, it was so intimate. And I knew in my gut that something was going on between them. Ashanti, I confronted Nelly about it, and at first he denied everything. But then, he finally admitted that he had been seeing Shantel behind my back. He said it didn't mean anything, that they were just friends. But I know Nelly, I know him better than anyone, and I could see the guilt and the fear in his eyes. Ashanti, I was devastated. I felt so betrayed, so hurt. How could he do this to me? To our unborn child? After everything we'd been through, after all the time we'd spent rebuilding our relationship, he went and did this. Ashanti, I don't know what's going to happen now. I love Nelly with all my heart, but I don't know if I can ever trust him again. This pregnancy has been so difficult already, and now I have to deal with this heartbreak on top of everything else. Ashanti, I just feel so foolish, you guys. I really thought Nelly had changed, that we were going to have our happy ending. But I guess some people never really change, do they? Ashanti, I don't know if Nelly and I will be able to move past this. I want to, for the sake of our child. But the trust is broken, and I'm not sure it can ever be fully repaired. All I know is that I'm going to have to be strong, for myself and for my baby. Ashanti, I'm not going to let this break me. I'm a strong woman, and I'm going to get through this, no matter what. Thank you all for your love and support. It means the world to me.